Are you avoiding eating fatty foods because of the fear of gaining weight? This one is for you. Trigger warning here. I am not a professional chef, so I am not teaching you the best techniques. Here I'm showing you how I cook my meals so I can eat what I enjoy and at the same time stay in shape. All right, now, so this is out of the way. Let's get started. I have here 6 pounds of beef short ribs. Rinse them well. Dry them with a paper towel. Sprinkle with salt and pepper. You can of course use other spices if you like. I'm gonna make a simple one right now. Sear on well preheated pan. I have a large, very large pan, coated cast iron. They do very well in high temperatures. Therefore, they are great for searing and braising meat. Season the other side with salt and pepper as well. Make sure that your heat is high, so you don't have a boiling ribs, but searing ribs. And check out how much fat is being rendered. And don't be afraid to adjust the heat. And this is what you are looking for. Nice and browned and the hissing sound. Beef short ribs are still high in calories and fat, but I don't have to add any extra fat by using their own fat in frying them. There's pretty much no oil needed. While the meat is searing, let's prepare the vegetables. And there is a method to my madness here too. I will use onions, garlic and celery to flavor the meat from the start. Carrots I will use at the end. Onions and celery will thicken the sauce and at the same time add a lot of flavor. And you can use any vegetable you like. I use carrots because it's easy for the video purpose, but you can use mushroom, peas, frozen peas. I even used once a butternut squash. All of the vegetables are really good with that. The meat is ready, seared to a perfection. I'm going to remove it from the pan. Look at the extra fat there it is here. I'm going to discard it. This would add tons of unnecessary calories if you leave it. And this here on the pan, what you see, is the extra flavor. I am adding the chopped veggies now and let them soften just a little bit, enough to deglaze the pan. Bay leaves, they also add extra flavor. Salt and pepper. You can add different spices again here, like sweet or smoked paprika, cumin, whatever you flavor. After a few minutes, the vegetables are softened and check out the pan, all deglazed. All the brown spots are now flavoring the vegetables and there was no fat needed to achieve that. Boy, all these years, I wish I knew that. I thought I need that fat, that oil to cook. Let's put the meat back on the pan. I'm trying to create only one layer, so I will crowd them. 2 cups of beef stock or water, cover and transfer to a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Cook for 1 hour or 1 hour and a half. And now the meats have braised for about an hour and 15 minutes for me. I'm gonna add the vegetables, which in my case are the carrots, to the pot and put it back into the oven for another 30 minutes. And here it is, amazing dinner. I serve it with my mashed potatoes. I have a recipe for a lighter version of mashed potatoes, so make sure you check it out if you'd like to combine low-calorie dishes together. And I'm also gonna include the recipe in description. And if you ever worry about all that fat that I didn't use and I discarded, don't. Look at the fat that we have in the ribs. It's still gonna be moist, it's still gonna be delicious, and it's still gonna be very fatty. So no worries, tons of flavor left. This is a perfect leftover dish. So when it cools down, make sure you transfer it to a container with a lid and store it in the fridge. It stores very well, even up to a week, you can still enjoy it. To calculate the calories on the dish, I only use the cooked meat without that bone, just the meat. I found an entry on MyFitnessPal for beef short ribs cooked, and I just go with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my dinner right now, and you make sure that you leave me a comment below. Check out another recipe that I have for you, and I will see you on the next one.